It's been a pretty good 7 days for KU football's defensive tackles coach Jim Panagos, as he's now landed two verbal commitments from high school recruits in the class of 2023. Last week, it was Blake Harrell, the three-star defensive lineman from Iowa. And then on Monday, Marcus Calvin, a three-star defensive lineman from Florida, made it official, announcing his pledge to be a Jayhawk. Looking at Calvin, he's another really good in-person evaluation from the KU football staff, as Panagos saw Calvin in person during June when KU did their long satellite camp stretch during the first 2 weeks of June. And KU became Calvin's first Power 5 offer when the staff extended an opportunity there in early June. And KU got him on campus for an official visit during the June 17th through 19th weekend, where he was able to be around some other KU football targets. As for Calvin's recruiting profile, it's another one that's not going to be terribly flashy, but there are some positive signs. Calvin went and took an official visit to Vanderbilt without an offer and left with an offer, meaning he passed the eye test for the SEC coaching staff. And other group of five programs have come in and offered, and other Power Five programs like Iowa State, Wisconsin, Wake Forest have been keeping tabs on Calvin as well. So he's someone that is on other coaching staff's radar, and KU was able to get in early on him and get him committed before the start of his senior season. Looking at him on the field, he had a productive junior season playing for Gibbs there in St. Petersburg, Florida. He had 44 tackles, 8 sacks, and an additional 5 quarterback hurries while playing in 8 games. On the basketball court, he averaged over 10 points and grabbed over 3 rebounds per game. And as we dive into some of this film here, we're going to look at some basketball clips first. You have to see Marcus Calvin is a very athletic player at 290 pounds. And you see that in some of the basketball clips, and then you turn on the football tape, and you can see some of that explosion going against decent competition there in Florida. So looking ahead, Marcus Calvin's one of these big body defensive linemen that KU needs more of as they try and replenish this room that has gotten really old over the last 2 seasons. And now Calvin will show up on campus. He right now is about 290 pounds, and he's going to be different than Blake Harrell, who when Blake Harrell gets on campus, his goal will be to put on weight and a lot of it. For Marcus Calvin, it'll be about refining his weight while getting him north of 300 pounds, but also trying to maintain that athletic ability that makes him a really, really interesting prospect. When you look at the evaluations, the 24/7 sports staff is a little bit higher than other recruiting staffs on Calvin's ability. His 24/7 sports grade comes in at 86, whereas composite score, which takes into account 24/7 sports as well as the other recruiting services in the industry, that rating comes in at 84, meaning other services are lower than 24/7. So looking ahead, it's a really good addition for KU as they really try and add more young and talented defensive tackles to this room. Calvin's going to be one that KU's going to have to work hard to keep on board through signing day, as with the big senior season, more schools are sure to come calling. We have plenty of coverage for Calvin over at fog.net. We have a free story going over his recruitment, some of the things we talked about here. And then we also have a VIP piece up from Andrew Ivins, who covers high school recruiting in the state of Florida for us. That's for VIP subscribers. And as always, stay tuned to fog.net for the latest KU football, KU basketball, and recruiting coverage.